Hello, everyone. Hi. Hi. There's a lot of you here. There's indeed a lot of you here. I was not expecting this many people, but I am very, very excited. I am very excited. I hope you're all doing well today. Let's see, I have a lot of people to say hi to. Hello, Joss. Hello, Ciro. Hello, 4T Sensei. Hello, Ace. Hello, Alice. Hello, Ariel. Hello, Beavis Games. Hello, Chillawisp. Hello, Elric. Hello, Evie. Hello, Gamari. Hello, Kimi. Hello, Corbid. Hello, Miki, Lacey, Leo, Megawitz, Javin, Tea Leaf, Neko, Nocturne, Pina, Rat Gaming, Raycall, Roland, Stella, Techno, Tuna, Subasa, Violet, Hell. Hello, all of you, and thank you for coming. I did not expect this many people, so I am actually very excited. I did say hi to you, Kimmy. Said hi to all of you now. Actually, Joss, I think Ray was first. I think, hi, Freaky. Yeah, I think Ray got here like 3 or 4 hours beforehand. It was pretty early. I was like, what are you doing here? But yes. Yes, let us start this here. So my name is Teminezu. I am a rat neurologist. I got a fancy little Ph.D. title from a fancy Cheddar University. I'm going to go through and talk about my background today and all the stuff going on and why you guys have piled up a lot of emotes on the ground over there at the bottom. You'd like my little fancy janitor going through and cleaning up my mess? Yes, yes, I know you want the PowerPoint. I know you want the PowerPoint. Oh no, 69. Oh no. You guys are making that janitor work overtime down there. I mean, look at that poor guy. I gotta add a thing around that font. Okay, anyway. So yes, we're all here today for my debut. So I guess we should probably get started. First thing I guess I should do is show you the rest of my model. Because you see my head and stuff right now. But there's other stuff too. Got my fancy name tag down here. And look, I even have a swishing tail. Fancy tail. Tail wags back and forth. And yes, I do have shoes. I have shoes, boo. Look at those feet. I'm wearing those fancy Italian swag. Do not eat my tail. I need my tail. Yes, swearing is allowed as long as it's not like sexual swearing or anything like that. Don't use any like yeah. Just keep it PG-13. And we'll be good. To be hydrated? Did somebody redeem a hydrate already? Time to hydrate. Okay. I know, no anticipation for the feats. I'm sorry. You guys just get the feats. You guys just get the swag. What can you do? All right. And head pats and stretch time. Stretch a little bit. Leo, I don't have a background music. I like to keep it ambient for the most part, except we'll figure that out later. But yes, the hand is chopped off. Yes, it is a creepy chopped off hand. do 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 do. Thank you, Freaky. You guys like the head pats? You guys like the disembodied hand? No, you're creepy. Oh, thank you for the gift subs and bits. Oh, you guys are making me blush over here. You guys are making me blush. What do I gotta do? Okay, I guess I should actually start the presentation now before we get too far into this. So, here we go. We'll go ahead and start here with the About Me. I'm in my mid 30s. My birthday is on March 10th. I am 5 foot 9 inches tall, decent height for a rat. And my primary languages are English, and I am learning some Japanese. I've actually been studying for a couple years now. And yes, tall rat. We are tall rats. We have to be tall, because otherwise people do experiments on us, and I don't like that. Have you ever seen a rat with a probe shoved in its head? It's not very nice. But but my ears. I need my ears. They're good for hearing. Ace, that's a lot of rats. I don't know if I can name that many rats. It'd be like a bajillion rats. I see tuna shakes. Tuna shakes. Tuna shake the rat. How could you, tuna? But yes, as for my background. So, as I mentioned here, I'm born in a society where ratkin were used as experiments for human brain research. Have you ever been to some of those labs in the universities where they're doing all kinds of crazy things on rats to study their brains? I've seen one where they actually shoved electrodes into the rats' brains so that they could monitor real-time electrolytes. I know, aren't the emotes on the floor like beautiful? I'll talk more about that as well, about who came up with the sprites and everything. Yeah, Joss, I do need to do that. Yes, I'll work on that later. I coded that myself, so I can do all that stuff. But yeah, so born in a society where ratkin were used as experiments for human brain research. I slowly grew up watching my friends and family disappear one after the other. Sometimes they'd come back changed. Sometimes they don't be coming back at all. It sucks when that happens. So, I'm not wanting my kind to be subject to these experiments anymore. I integrated with humans and became a neurologist. I'm hoping that by figuring out the secrets of your silly human brains, you guys will leave our brains alone, because then you won't need our brains anymore. Uh, that means they died, Tensei. They died. Because the experiments are not very nice. Yes. Or I guess in Nocturne's gut. Evie, stop eating them. Why would you want to eat rats? We're not even tasty. We're not even tasty. Hmm. Cheese is okay, but did you know that rats really, really love peanut butter? Yeah, if you bait a rat trap with peanut butter, you'll have a lot better odds than cheese. And yes, Ray, they actually do. I don't know where the cheese myth actually came from, but they actually much more prefer other things. So now, let's talk about some of my likes and dislikes. So, likes. I like to give affirmation to people, positive affirmation in particular. Like that janitor down there. That janitor is doing a lot of work down there. He's doing a really good job cleaning up your mess. I'd probably say more of a New York rat. Yeah, New York. We ain't from Jersey around here. Down in these parts. Currently down in the South, but hey, y'all, we're down here in the South. Y'all being some good boys and girls. Good boys and girls. But yes, giving positive affirmation to people. Kimmy's eating sun chips. Good job. Sun chips are very good. I love sun chips. Have you ever noticed how loud the sun chip bags are? They are very loud. Like, I could open a sun chip bag and hear it probably on the other side of the school. That's how loud those bags are. They are biodegradable. They are very good bags, but they're very loud bags. So if you ever open a bag of Sun Chips, everyone on the planet will know that you're eating them. I mean, I guess that's okay. Hello, Beavis. Thank you for the follow. So yes, second, like music. I love music. I love making music. I love listening to music. I love all kinds of music. There's only one type of music that I don't listen to, and that's country music. I think that's probably my dad's fault. Not talk about that too much. But yeah, I'll listen to any other kind of music. Yes, Leo. Yes. Smooth, well shaven spiders are fine. Take me home, West Virginia. And then I also like educating. So one of the reasons I actually became a VTuber is because I wanted an outlet for teaching. I live in the United States, and teaching here is not exactly a fulfilling career. I don't know if any of you have ever looked into it, but teachers are not treated very well around here, and they don't get paid very well, that kind of stuff. And after I graduated from college, I actually ran a tutoring business for a while because that was one way for me to kind of get that outlet. And then I saw some people, like teaching with VTubing, and there was one particular instance where I kind of got motivated, is because there's a Niji Sanjay streamer named Vox Akuma, and like he wasn't educating on purpose, but he was like, I'm gonna do a Chinese stream because I want to learn Chinese, and then he had like a bajillion people there in his stream just because it was him streaming, and so I was like, well, maybe if I stream and become semi-popular, people will want to learn just from being around me, and then I can trick people into learning, and then yes, I can make people learn, and that is the goal. Hopefully, you will all come and learn from me. Hi, Avaria. How you doing? If you come to the learning streams, Violet, I have the. We'll talk about more about that later, but I'll be having the game development and programming stuff. But we'll cover more of that. And I'm doing pretty good. There's a lot of people here. I was not expecting this many people. This is true, Ariel. All right, now for dislikes. Out of control kids. I know this sounds like a very weird and specific dislike. So, I am normally a very chill person, if you can't guess. I very, very rarely ever get angry. Like, you could step on me and smite me, and I probably still won't get that angry. But for some reason, out of control kids drive me up the wall. And I have one particular story of like where this really set me off. It was like a long time ago. I was in a pizza place, just sitting in a booth eating pizza. Nothing special. And there was a lady up at the counter paying for her food, and she had a couple of kids with her. And next to the register, they had one of those soda fountain machines. You know, like in America, a lot of those places, you fill your own soda. And what the kids were doing is they were just pressing the soda buttons and just letting all the soda spill into the thing. And nobody was saying or doing anything, and they were just like doing it over and over for like 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm just sitting here like getting irrationally angry at this and just getting like out of all things in the universe to get angry at, I'm just getting angry at kids pressing buttons on a soda machine. So yeah, that's a very weird thing, very weird story. But yes, so second dislike: hairy or aggressive spiders. So when I say hairy, I mean things like tarantulas and stuff like that. I don't know if anybody's ever held a tarantula, but they feel very weird, very very weird. And then also aggressive spiders. I do not like aggressive spiders. I've been around a lot of spiders. I used to live in Japan on an island called Okinawa, and they have a lot of cool spiders out there. Like I don't know if you've ever seen a banana spider before. They're like these black and yellow spiders that are very big, and they look beautiful and they make really beautiful webs. And those ones, they aren't bad because they don't mess with you and stuff like that. And if you've ever been through a hurricane or a typhoon over there, oh, hydrate. If you ever go through a hurricane or typhoon over there, the day after, like your house will be covered with spiders because they all tried to get out of the weather, and so you can see all sorts of crazy and cool spiders. And as long as they don't mess with me, like I'm completely cool with them. I'll let them live in my house, let them do all kinds of crazy stuff. But if you're gonna charge at me, no, get the heck out. Or if you're hairy, get the heck out. Get out! I do not want you. And then the third thing, flat soda. I don't like flat soda. If my soda goes flat, I will make somebody else drink it, or I will pour it away. So the way I'm getting around this is hi Juice. Hi. I'm building a carbonation machine in my kitchen, so I don't have to waste soda. Not that I drink soda very often nowadays, but yeah, you can come drink my flat soda. You guys can get all of it. What's up, Ariel? Petan soda. I mean, it's not that hard to build your own carbonation machine. Like, they make adapters and stuff, so you just get a CO2 tank and pressure regulator, and then you get a adapter for like a 2 liter, and then yeah, that's all it really is. Nothing too crazy. But yes, so now we can talk about the anime, manga, and games. So, anime. Oh, Choose, thank you for the sub. Yes, I will send a picture, Ariel. But yes, so anime. My favorite all time number one anime is Lucky Star. It used to be Azumanga Daioh when I was younger, and then it became Lucky Star. I love Lucky Star, and it's actually the manga for it is actually starting up again, which really excites me. I doubt they'll ever actually make a new anime of it, just because like the main voice actor for Kanata actually got blacklisted from the industry for the most part. But the fact that they are working on the manga again is really exciting for me. And I don't know how many of you are old enough to have watched Azumanga Daioh, but that was the precursor. That was like the one of the original four comas that was about slice of life school. Vi, what happened with that is basically she kind of shit on otakus, and yeah, yes, yeah, the big time bad move. Second anime, Love is War. This was I think one of the best captured animes from a manga in like recent years in terms of how it was produced and marketed and everything that went along with it. The season finale was amazing. I really, really enjoyed it. It was very good. Hello, Luminous. Yes, yes, third one, To Your Eternity. So I don't know how many of you have ever heard of the manga or movie A Silent Voice or Koi no Katachi. It's a very, very sad one, but the author for that went on to go and make To Your Eternity, which is also a very, very sad anime slash manga. And if you want to cry, watch To Your Eternity. It will make you cry. You will cry a lot. Fourth one on the list, Monster. So this one's a bit older. This is aging me a little bit again. Monster is a really great adaptation of a manga as well. This is a, what's the best way? Kind of like a crime thriller, if you will. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. So like, there's no supernatural stuff or anything like that. Oh, have you seen or read Monster? Yeah, Monster is really good. Yeah, it's an amazing manga or anime depending on what you watch. Yes, I it's true. When Kimi showed me that, I get really into the characters in these shows and mangas, and I will cry really instantly. I am not afraid to admit that I will cry. And oh, I know what you're talking about, Ray. Billy Bat. And yes. So next after that, we have Mob Psycho. The third season for this actually just started, and it is also an amazing series. That's like the animation quality this season outside of one episode, which I think it was done on purpose. But yeah, yeah. So we've been Mob Psycho is like the animation is amazing, the plot is amazing. It's from the same author as One Punch Man. It started as a really really badly drawn webcomic, but because the author got so popular, everybody was like, "Hey, let us make your stuff beautiful," and he was like, "Okay." And so now we have Mob Psycho and One Punch Man and all this stuff going wild. And then finally, there's a lot of Trigger slash Gravity on anime slash manga I could have put on here. I chose Kill La Kill because that's I think my favorite one at this point, but Gurren Lagann could also fill up here. Honestly, their shows are all amazing. Like I would watch any of them. They're all amazing. Tengen Toppa, Gurren Lagann. Yes. Hi Grants, hello, welcome. Oh, zombie sexual. Hello, hello. Yeah, I love the soundtrack of Kill La Kill La too. All right, manga. Let's do manga next. So we talked about To Your Eternity. So the counter to that is A Silent Voice. Before it was ever actually animated, I actually read the original publication. I was actually one of the lucky people that read the. There was a one. I forget what they're called, but basically a one shot release of it that started it off, and it was really the one shot was really popular, so it actually became a fully serialized manga, and I actually kept up with it, and yeah, it was really emotional. Yeah, it might be called Pilot. I don't know the. There's a Japanese name. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So second one, Attack on Titan. I think everybody at this point knows what Attack on Titan is. If you don't know, least favorite anime. Oh God, what would be my least favorite anime? See, the problem with least favorite anime is I tend to forget them because, like, if I get an episode or two in and it's just like this is garbage, like I just stop. But yeah. And also no. The alerts. There is no Discord ping. Unless somebody you mean somebody is pinging me. Da 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 da. Somebody pinging me on Discord. Don't think so. Ah, that ping. That's something else. Let me close that. There we go. Yes, thank you. Okay. I had a second Discord window. Okay. But yes, so Attack on Titan. I've been following the manga for a long time. It's a very controversial series at this point. So originally it was just popular because of how gritty and despairy it was, uh, and then stuff happened, and then we got the ending, and then it became a very controversial manga because of the ending. and the author was actually in New York, like I think it was a week or two ago, and he was like apologizing because he was like the ending didn't quite give off what I wanted it to give off, and like he blamed himself for like not being skillful enough to portray the message that he wanted to portray. But I was like, please forgive me and all that. But I think it ended fine. I think people overreacted, but I greatly enjoyed the entire series. So then next we have Jujutsu Kaisen, which is pretty recent. I actually only got into this one like I want to say a couple months ago, and the animation work in the anime was top notch. And then after that, I followed up with the manga. The manga is still ongoing. It's getting pretty. I don't know if it's in the last arc or anything, but there's definitely signs that it's getting closer to the end. I think it's gonna be like Demon Slayer, where it's going to like not last as long as it should, or not last not as it should, but like the author has a set goal. Have fun, Joss. Yeah, the author has a set goal and a set story, and they're not gonna like extend it just to have extra publications. So I definitely appreciate it when an artist has a vision and they execute their vision. It was the same thing with Demon Slayer. I don't know why I didn't put Demon Slayer on here. Demon Slayer should be on here because that's also one of my favorite mangas. I think I was just running out of space. Peanuts being swept up, peanuts being swept up on the floor, on the floor. All right, One Punch Man. I think this is basically the same line as Mob Psycho, same author. Uh, Kind of rewrite some tropes, but the web comic was good, but then the manga artist came in and worked with the author, and the manga has like gotten even crazier. Oh right, you're gonna love the next season coming out. And then let's see, another one that's probably going to age me a little bit is Hajime no Ippo. This is a boxing manga that has literally like what is it, like 1,400 chapters at this point. Ooh, immense. Oh hi Ryu, how you doing? Thank you to whoever the horsey was. I am very appreciative. Nox, I Nox. You forgot the arm was cursed. You now have to deal with the arm. But yes, Hajime no Ippo, it's freaking like 1,400 chapters by now or something. It's been going on for a very, very, very long time. I don't know if it's ever going to end. Like, I feel like the author is going to die before it ends. I hope that's not the case. And then finally, Hikaru no Go. So, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the board game Go. It's also called Ego or Badak or Weichi, depending on where you are. It kind of got some more popularity more recently because of Google DeepMind and their AlphaGo. But I actually learned how to play Go while I was living in Japan, and then I saw this anime afterwards, and it was like really cool and really emotional as well. If you ever want to like see a kind of like a older, I don't know, why have we never played it? Back when I was active, I was in like the single queues, so I don't know how many of you know like the rating system, but you start at 30 Q and then go down to 1 Q and then it goes into 1 to 9 down. And I was down in the single digit queues. I didn't play enough to get into like the dons, but that's okay. All right, and now we can talk about games. So first games first. It's actually a visual novel, so it's kind of a game, but the Steins Gate universe. Yes, yes. But Steins Gate is my favorite visual novel and game. I read the first one like ages ago. And then like back when you actually had to like download the translation patch and apply it yourself and all of that. And then we have the Steins Gate Zero. I love the artwork in the visual novel. I hate the artwork in the anime. If you watch the anime, I will be sad. I'd rather you play the visual novels because they are so much better, and you get a lot more information and context and everything. I know the original creator of Steins Gate at one point said the anime was closer to his original vision in terms of like he wanted the whole thing to be animated like that, but I think that takes away so much of what made it special, like the artwork and art style and everything else. I think that's truly what made it like a really amazing visual novel. So I will fight him on that. The second game here, Dead by Daylight. I think this is just my comfort game. So I play Killer in Dead by Daylight, and I don't know why I'm just naturally good at the game. Like back when they had the ranking system, I always had no problem getting to a rank one killer, which like if you're a pro, like that's no big deal. But for somebody who just plays the game casually, it's just like, this is fun. And then I just zoomed up in the stuff, and then yeah. So yeah, it's if I ever need to play a comfort game, it'll probably be Dead by Daylight, and I will just come and kill you. I don't know if T or Ace are in the chat, but they had me play a couple of days, like a week ago, and they didn't tell me that some of the people were new, so I just like accidentally just like walked all over them, and yeah. Ray, my main in there is Ghostface, but I play through all the killers. I don't play just a single one. Give me chaos. Give me chaos. Chaos. All right, so third game. This is going to also age me like crazy. EverQuest, the original 1999 EverQuest. I played the original 1999 EverQuest. And yeah, so back in the day when MMOs were coming out, this was like a really special time. There were no database websites yet. There were no maps. There were no guides. So if you wanted to progress in the game, you actually had to work with people in the game. And it formed communities and all kinds of crazy stuff. Like it was insane. Like you had to like information had to travel by word of mouth. You had to trade with people in like freaking tunnels and shit, and it was just a really magical time. And this is like before World of Warcraft and all of this other stuff happened. And like even the original World of Warcraft, it was also like this for a while before like Wowhead and everything else came out. They were really special times. Oh, thank you, Beauty. Thank you very much for the raid. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Raid. Awesome. I haven't done any shoutouts yet. I should do a shoutout real quick. Let's see, make sure this works. Do. Okay, I'll have to fix that later. I digress. Yes. Next game on the list, the Persona series. So technically this is Persona slash Shin Megami Tensei. I actually play the Shin Megami Tensei games as well, since they tend to be like the harder cousins of the Persona games. I'm actually so surprisingly some people will probably be surprised by this. I actually just started Persona 5 like less than a week ago, just because I've been putting it off for so long. And yeah, Persona 3 is actually my favorite Persona. I really enjoyed the story and the ending in that one. Um, Shin Megami Tensei, I don't know if I have a favorite Shin Megami Tensei. I really just generally enjoy them. Though not so much for the story. Like, the stories are usually pretty mid in those games, but the combat tends to be a lot more difficult. I think so, Kimi. I think so. Make sure that Joss doesn't need me for anything first. Hina, you should play. You should definitely play Persona 3. It's really good. Let's see. Let's see. Yes. So yes, I am currently playing through Persona 5 Royal on my own time, and it's been a really fun game so far. It's really exciting. Oh, is it Tuna? Is Persona 3? Do you know which version of Persona 3? Because there's like three different versions of Persona 3 at this point. Have a good one, Ariel. All right, next game. Okay, Tuna. Thank you. So let's see. Next, Souls Universe. So this includes Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. This includes Elden Ring. This includes Bloodborne. I'm not like a super hardcore, like I can tell you every single thing about the game type of player, but I have played through all of them and beat them and have had fun with them. And one of the things that I want to do sometime is actually kind of like a troll stream where, okay, Kimi, have a good one. I will follow up with you after the stream. And but yes, I want to do a troll stream where I'm playing through Dark Souls or Elden Ring, and the Twitch chat can choose to turn off certain buttons on my controller, so like one button at a time. And so like I have to adapt to the button that you guys have turned off, and somehow still win. I figured that'd be a really fun thing to do. And then lastly, I have Taiko no Tatsujin on here. So this is the taiko drumming arcade game for you guys who might not be aware. They also have Switch versions. A new Switch game actually came out just very recently, and it actually has a music pass finally, so you can just pay like $3 a month and have access to all of the songs instead of having to pay a bajillion to download them all. So yeah, I think this is like the best version of the game to come out at this point. Previously, you could, if you were to sail the seven seas, you could get a lot of songs on the computer as well. There are, you know, programs that let you play it on the computer, but I don't think none of them have been as polished as the actual games themselves. You know, it's kind of different. I used to play a lot of DDR when I was younger, and they have a program called Stepmania that was basically just as good as the DDR games. But I haven't seen a Taiko game that's been just as good. Welcome back, Nico. All right. I think that's it for the likes and dislikes. Yeah, you remember Stepmania. All right. Next, we'll cover my streaming plans. So there are three primary things that I am going to stream. The first one I alluded to earlier, game development and programming. And after the initial debut stream, I'm going to do a short intermission and then cover exactly what I mean by this later. I'm going to talk about like how everything is going to be broken down and what all we're going to cover and all that stuff. The second thing is ASMR. So there are not a lot of guy ASMR streamers. Even more, there are not a lot of say so guy ASMR streamers. Tuna. Don't you want your ears rubbed, Tuna? So yes, I am going to do, yes, I am going to do male say so ASMR, like like when I open up the Twitch tab for ASMR, I always kind of facepalm because like the first 10 streams are all like somebody trying to looks like somebody trying to literally gobble the mic. Yes, yes, those exist. But yeah, so I won't be doing like ear licking and stuff like that. I'll be doing more like traditional type of ASMR stuff here. Yes, 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 Kiwi, Mickey is also a very good ASMR artist. She is wonderful. Yeah, I know, Kiwi.
I admit to chat, I actually am cute, and I've only been acting otherwise. I sincerely apologize to the world for lying till now. I am really cute android bartender.
Ah, what perfect. uh, that was perfect. I didn't know that was going to be the clip that popped up, but that was perfect. uh, and yes, the third thing, gaming. I'm also going to play games because that's what VTubers do. Play games. Speaking of, I wanted to ask the guys and girls here that are in chat right now, what game should I play first? I'm gonna open a poll here in a second. Do 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 do. And it's gonna have 3 games on it. Let's see. I'm gonna let this go for 2 minutes. There we go. These are the 3 choices. I will hydrate. Well, you guys look at the thing here. Oh, hydrate and stretch. Ugh. Yes, I know. It's like a challenging poll here for which one should actually go first. They're all great games, and I have not played any of them. And I am spoiler free on all of them somehow. I cannot tell you how. I'm fine with horror. No tuna. That'd be cheating. While we're waiting for the poll, I'll actually talk about that. I don't have a lot of redeems right now, and the reason for that is I thought like, yeah, I could shove a bunch of redeems in there, but I want them to develop organically. So like, as we do cool things on stream and stuff like that, I would add redeems based on those. Oh, that's fine. Use it. I probably won't even be starting until like Thursday anyway. So, but yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna play it like that often. But yeah. So yeah, in terms of the redeems, that's why I don't have a lot of redeems yet because I want them to kind of develop organically. If that makes sense, and not just like shoehorn what everybody else already has in there. All right. Let's see, what's the poll looking like? Oh no. Oh no, is there gonna be a draw? Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to do a second poll with just these two. All right then. I don't think it works that way, Ariel. This one will just be 60 seconds. I'm going to set up a recommendation channel. I'm going to set up a recommendation channel on my. I'm probably going to do a lot of. I'm probably going to do a lot of gorilla ASMR streams anyway, just because that's so relaxing to do. I've been doing like ASMR practice, and it's just so comforting to do. It's very relaxing. But in my general schedule, the planned set days in stone are Tuesday nights at 9. I'm going to do the ASMR. Thursday, I'm going to 7. I'm going to do the game, and then Saturday, I'm going to do like the game development and programming streams. The other days, I might still do streams, but these are my like guaranteed every week. These 3 are for sure. That way, I have days open that I can collaborate with people, or if I just want to be a gremlin and do gorilla streams. No, no, everybody's playing Pokemon. I don't need to play Pokemon. You can watch Tuna play Pokemon. I think Roland also is playing Pokemon. A lot of people playing Pokemon. No, no, Roland, go back to bed. You didn't hear Pokemon. Yeah, Evie's playing Pokemon too. You can go watch her. Yeah, yeah. Roland talks about like overworking a lot, and then he goes and does that. Pretty crazy. All right, so it looks like the first game will be Resident Evil Village. So this should be exciting. I wonder if I will actually get scared or not. Maybe I should get a heart rate monitor and just use that. Let's see. Snom, snom, snomity, snomity, snom. But yes, in terms of the game development, the reason why I have Mega Man 3 up there is that is going to be the game that we are going to reverse engineer, basically. I will explain later about why I chose Mega Man 3 to be the game to start with. But yes, that will be what we will do. All right, and now we get to go through the long list of credits. I have a lot of people to credit. So the first person on my list here is Maribun. She is not actually an artist. She is a medical student and she's working on becoming a medical doctor. She actually helped me with some art stuff like a year ago, and she was actually on a hiatus, and I messaged her about this whole VTuber concept, and she was awesome enough to actually make space and time for me to help my vision become a reality. Roland, Roland, don't eat the pig. Don't eat the pig. Hmm. Hmm. I see. I see. Do we need to all bully Roland again? I mean, normally he gets bullied on Miki's stream, so maybe we need to continue it here. If you want to really bully Roland, go look at his pancakes. Especially his older pancakes. Have you seen his older pancakes, Ariel? The old ones literally looked like mushrooms and shit. It was creepy. Did he regress again? We don't know how he manages to. We don't. Yeah, I don't know. We don't get it. Also, don't look up his white sauce because for some reason he decided to post white sauce by itself. By Roland. uh, uh, I'm glad everybody remembers that. Yes, Alec, we are talking about roast cooking. Uh, good times. All right. Next, model artist and rigger. My model artist is Squiff2T, and my rigger is Effie. Effie was in chat earlier. I don't know if she is still here. Effie, are you still here? Maybe. Maybe not. Oh. Oh, no, there she is. I should make you a VIP. There we go. Bam. You're now a VIP. Ink. Looks like the Papa could not show up. Oh well. Yes, you can go to his Twitter and card. He does a lot of really good models. He is very talented with eyes. Don't know if you can see how pretty my eyes are, but yes. He is very, very, very good with eyes. So if you want your model to have really good eyes, go to him. Alright, next. Emotes and chippies. So next we got Noko Mystic. She is the one who made all of our emotes, and she's actually making more emotes. I have this Wheeze one, but I have to animate it. But she gave me everything to animate that. The chibis I used for the reactives. Do. Yoink. You guys just love throwing those emotes, don't you? Making a mess on the floor. You're lucky I pay the janitor a lot of money to sweep this floor. Speaking of, my alerts and those sprites down at the bottom, the janitor and my tummy sprite, these were all done by Joe. There's a lot of people here in chat that have gotten work done by Joe. Joe is a really good guy to work with. He's very professional, and yeah, if you give him a plan, he will give you a budget, and we'll do awesome stuff. I approached him with this. I was like, I want to program this cool sweeping thing. So that this whole, like the whole emote sweep thing on the bottom is something I created. There's not like a thing on the internet for it. I programmed it all myself. And he did the sprite work for it. So yes, he's a very awesome guy. Yeah, okay. So next, logos and panels. Logos and panels were done by a person on Twitter named Chester. Chompy Chester to be specific. See, they all look pretty neat. Oh yeah, I can wink. Does that make you feel better if I wink at you? Mm, I will pout. Mm, maybe. Wink, 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 wink. Mm, mm, yes. All right, next. Backgrounds and overlay. Oh, there we go. There's my Papa. Papa showed up. Now you go back to real quick. Memento Morina. I don't know. Why can't you follow me? Maybe you've already followed me? But yes, Memento Morina is the Papa. Let me VIP you since you're here now. Huh. That is weird. I don't know why you can't follow. You're not banned or anything, obviously. I did. I did Tuna, but if he was blocked, he wouldn't be able to chat, right? Interesting. I will have to figure that out later. Meryl! Meryl! Hi! Hi! Thank you for showing up with your busy schedule. I know you've been really, really busy working on your super secret stuff. And thank you, Papa. Thank you. Yes, yes. I hope your secret thing that's coming up soon goes very well. Ah, back to the other slide I was on. Yes, backgrounds and overlay. So I don't know if you could tell, but this overlay is actually animated. There's still more to it coming, but like if you oh, hydrate. No, there's no BGM right now. It's that way on purpose. I'm kind of a weird minimalist like that. But yes, so if you could see like all the sparkles and everything and all that good stuff, like the overlay itself is animated, which is really cool. And also, some of you have seen my 3D backgrounds, like in the animation video and stuff like that. I have multiple versions of it. Yes, thank you. Hello, Dragon. Welcome. Laboratory. Have a good one, Nico. And thanks for coming. But yeah, so this laboratory here, he went, the Lacey went very detailed on it. So like, the chemical hoods are literally like as detailed as an actual real chemical hood. All of the literal actual nozzles and everything. Exactly, Vi. Exactly. And he's actually working on animating those for me as well for my ASMR streams. Oh, that must be Ray Call. Must be Ray Call. Thank you for sending more people here, Ray. I appreciate it. Yes. Uh, so Lacey doesn't actually do like a lot of commissions right now because they're still getting the hang of working with other people. But as you can see, their work is really top notch. So once they start opening commissions and stuff like that, hopefully some of you will be able to get some use out of them. And next, Kimmy left, but the starting soon, intermission, and ending videos, and then the trailer, those were all done by Kimmy. So some of you saw her earlier, but yes, those were all done by her. I have legs. I showed them earlier, but here I'll show you again. I'll show you the legs again. See, legs and tail and shoes. It has it all. Oh no, I'm being licked. I'm being licked. He's licking me. I am a rat. I can't spin. I'm not 3D. I'm 2D. I can spin in my chair. Ooh. I don't know. Is 1,000 rats enough? I don't know if 1,000 rats could cover my brain. My brain is pretty big. All right. And now for the special thanks. So I have lots of people on this list that have motivated me and inspired me and have been friends with me throughout ever since I started doing this whole thing. I started back in February, which is when I first started coming up with the idea and everything else. So the people on this, they're not in any specific order. So like the better people aren't at the top or anything like that. But we have Kimi, which I mentioned earlier for the trailers, Yuzu, Roland, Kamikazu, Leo, Aichan, Tuna, Meta Master, Mickey, Raykal, Miro, Violet Storm, Lapis, Tanyan, Oro, Hell, T, Ace, Shark-Sided, Doki Dokishi, Ariel, and Ghostlight. Yeah. And if you are my friend and you aren't on the list, like, do I feel bad? Like, these are the people that came to like the top of my head, like people that were super important to me. Like, if you're not on the list, it doesn't mean you're not important to me. Yeah. Ryu, I'm super happy. Like, I got my affiliate stuff done like 5 months ago, and I've just been sitting on it, like just waiting for everything to come together finally. And then I was actually going to debut like 3 months ago, and then work stuff came up. Like, I had one work trip to a desert, and then I had another work trip to Korea. So it was just like, wait, 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 wait. Yes, T, I put your Twitter name in there so that people know where to find you, since you also stream. Hello, Josh. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the tail end of the actual debut part. Okay. Does anybody have any questions for me? Rats, rats, we are the rats. Yes, you should go follow these people. I'm not sure, Rio. My heart's kind of reserved for somebody right now. Let's see what Vi's question is. Aw, that's not a question, but I am appreciative. Science. Yes, heart is reserved for science and brain facts. How long do you believe we have until chat creates an atmosphere of pure chaos that changes whatever you thought you would create? That's a good question. Ray, probably Tekken 8 when it comes out. Let's see. My goals as a VTuber. So currently, it's just to get big enough so that I can educate people. Like, I want enough people to show up to my streams that more people become interested in learning and all that stuff. There's kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a critical mass where people are like, oh, I actually want to join the stream and do things and learn and stuff like that. You know, kind of like tricking people into learning. Why would you want my left titty? Why? Why? Also, Ariel, weren't you sleeping or leaving or something? Let's see. What other questions? Oh yes. What were the fan people's or the what is the fan name? So the name I thought about was Temdrites. So if you know anything about the brain, you know what dendrites are. And so you guys are Temdrites. You guys are the synapses that link us all together. Why? Why T? Why? You guys are all special to me. I am so thankful for you all for coming here. I was not expecting this many people, and it really excited me that you all came. Okay, what we are going to do now is we're going to take a 5 minute intermission. This will cut the end of the actual debut portion. And when I come back in about 5 minutes, we are going to go through and talk about what the game development and programming is going to entail. So the people who want to stick around for that, feel free. If you're not interested in that kind of stuff, no harm, no foul. You can go ahead and bail out. But yeah, for the people who were just here for the debut, thank you very much for coming. You guys made this a super special, awesome day. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. All right, intermission time. All right, and I am back. Seems like a good number of you are still actually here. That's surprising. It is. It's an entire Mega Man. That's because we're not playing a game. I said I was going to. You guys are silly. So, this is the game that we are going to break down and analyze and then recreate. Why Mega Man, you may ask? Well, first of all, most people know what Mega Man is. It's a platformer game. Spooked. No, that's game day. We play spoopy game on game day. Spooky game days. But yeah, so yes, it is Rockman, Mega Man, Rockman, whatever language you want to call it. What we are going to do is we're going to break this game down and then recreate it in a game engine. There's a lot of things that are hidden behind the scenes. But what I want to explain is that we are going to be doing this from a technical game development aspect and not a game theory. So we might not really talk about like why they did certain things, like in terms of gameplay reasons. We'll talk about more from the technical aspect. And in terms of what engine, I'm actually not going to tell you what engine until we get to that part. The reason being is that, first of all, actually, let me skip to this slide real quick. So, one of the things that we are going to do in this course is that as we break everything down into the tools and everything else that we need, I'm going to teach you how to objectively look at the different engines and the tools that they have. And that way you can look at, say, what you're working on and be like, what engine will work best for me? Because not every engine is like a one size fits all. Some engines do things better than others. And so you need to be able to look at the project that you're working on and determine which of these is going to work best for me. Uh, is Source 2 even like publicly available yet? Like, it's been forever and still like haven't really seen much of it. Yeah, it didn't think so. But yeah, so that's why I'm not talking about which engine yet. Yes, you can ask a question, of course. The janitor actually. I need to figure out a name for the janitor. I don't have a name for the janitor yet. Thank you for the head pats. Jacques. Mr. Jean Etor. Jean Etor. Jacques. It's okay. I've paid the janitor very well. But yes, and we're also going to hold off on the actual programming until the last part as well, because I know programming can be daunting for some people, and that way when we get into it, oh hello Heart, nice to see you. When we get into the actual programming, hopefully going to be able to do it in a way that won't be too crazy complicated. So going back to the Mega Man slide, one of the other reasons that I chose Mega Man, other than it being well known, is that A, it's easy to break down, and two, the programming behind it doesn't have any complicated math. So you don't need to know calculus or quaternions or linear algebra for the kind of stuff that you're going to implement in this game. Whereas with something like, say, a puzzle game or a 3D game or something like that, you would have to be able to do some, some pretty decent math for some of the algorithms and stuff. That way, we can get like all of the exposure to the game development and some of the programming, and then people who want to go further and actually do like the crazy math or learn how to do the algorithms and all that can do that. And then the people who will pay somebody else to do that, well, you'll at least know how to design your game and have everything set up so that you could pass it to a programmer. Because with this, you'll be able to just hand your paperwork to somebody else and be like, this is the game I'm making. And these are the elements. Can you program them? I mean, that's part of what it's there for. It's chat engagement. Make them clean. But yeah, so looking at here, here's a typical screenshot of Mega Man. I don't know how many of you have actually played Mega Man, but there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh no, don't bully me. Don't bully. Not the bully, not the Temmie Bonk. Who would do that? Who would bully Temmie? None of you, right? None of you would bully me? I don't think so. Yes, yes, yes. But yes, so just looking at this screen alone, there are a lot of visual. Actually, I think it is. Hold on, let me check here. Da 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 da. Let me see. Game development. Oh yes, software and game development. Yeah, so there is a software and game development category. Muffle Wilkins, hello. We're past the actual debut part, but we're still here. Game software and game development. Yeah, okay. It should be swapped. Okay. Next time on the actual streams, I'll have it set to the correct category right off the bat. But yes, so just like we'll break down more of this later, but here in this screenshot alone, like you can see there's a lot of stuff going on here. So you got your user interface, which is including this life bar here. And sometimes you'll also have like lives and stuff. You have your terrain. And yes, this is true, Violet. You have your terrain, you have things that can be interacted with, like objects, you have ladders, you have your background, which I believe in Mega Man uses a parallax system. And then you have hello Muffle. Oh yeah, you subscribed again. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then outside of that, you also have a lot of other stuff like just yeah, so stage hazards. If you've ever been through Dr. Wily's castle, you know that it's full of spikes. Lots and lots of spikes. It's very painful. They will kill you in one shot. But then, even amongst all these screens, you have a lot of stuff that you can't see that's behind the scenes. Things that record your current game state, things that are processing what's going on. You have your physics, you have your animations, all things that are happening and that we have to explore and talk about. On your controls, your audio, your music, all that stuff. You need a plan in place before you get to all that. So when you get to like your actual engine that we were talking about, you know what you're looking for. Are you going to use a controller for your game? Are you just going to use keyboard and mouse? What requirements do you have? Like if you're making a flight sim, you gotta get joystick support, right? These are all information. Like this is all information that you need to know so that you can make the best decision for your project. And that's a lot of what we're going to be talking about and going through, explaining all of that, talking about how to make your documents, and that way, when if some of you either choose to make your own game or you partner with somebody, you'll be able to talk the lingo, you'll be able to work with each other, and you'll actually be able to hopefully plan out and make a finished product without too much scope creep. Dr. Knowledge. Did you know that the most primitive parts of your brain are actually located around your brainstem? The brain actually develops backwards to front. And so early mammals and other stuff like that started off from the back, and then that's why your cortex and everything else is in the front, because those were the later things to develop over evolutionary history. The system that controls your vomiting is actually really close to the brainstem, like near the bottom. Oh yes, that's actually see that's the kind of stuff we need. I will put that on my list for redeems. Random brain fact. Perfect. I'm actually going to do an ASMR theme stream at some point where it's like a lecture hall and I just come in here and lecture about brain facts for like an hour. It couldn't be you, Muffle. No, not you, not at all. You couldn't know like a bajillion things about history and everything else. Perhaps. Perhaps. Let's see. Was there any slides after the slide, or was that it? Okay, so yeah. Hopefully that'll give you guys a good idea of what to look forward to, about what we're actually going to be discussing. It'll probably be like an hour to an hour and a half each day, because I don't want to overwhelm everybody with information. And we'll slowly go through it over time, break everything down, and then we'll go through and talk about the engines, how to choose your engine, and then we will actually do the implementation. We will go through and use all of the tools to implement the game, and then we will actually do any required programming, and at the end we'll have a finished product. If you I am going to upload the VOD, yes. And also, if you decide you want to follow along but you don't want to use the Mega Man sprites because it's obviously copyright and you can't sell anything, if you find your own sprites or something like that, or your own graphics, or you make your own, you could probably, I don't know, sell the finished product or post it somewhere, get feedback from other people, that kind of stuff. Since I am obviously just using the Mega Man sprites and stuff, I obviously can't sell the product or post it anywhere, but that doesn't mean you guys can't if you, yeah. You make your own music, for instance. Make your own music. Make your own game. Bam. Bam. All right. Does anybody else have any questions about this? About what we're going to be doing? Hmm. Well, if you want lunch, you could, hmm. I don't normally offer lunches. I just work through lunch normally. I mean, I think you've seen how tired I get. I don't have a lot of free time. So, like, the idea of a lunch is just kind of. Do you really need a lunch? Nope. Okay. No lunch needed. All right. And with that, I think. Oh, there is one other thing I forgot to mention. Probably should have mentioned this at the end of the debut. 1 week from today is actually the VTuber prom. And I will be hosting Pomato Master here. We're going to be having a fun time interacting with chat. I've been actually working on a special project for the VTuber Prom, so that'll be a lot of fun. I forgot about VTuber Prom. But yeah, I will post a schedule later this week that has all the information. By later this week, I probably mean like tomorrow, because tomorrow is Monday and the start of the new week. But yes, we will have our first actual class on Saturday. For those who are interested, I hope you show up. If you can't show up, I'll post the VOD, and that way we can get going and truck through everything. Oh, we got one more head power team. Comfy. Thank you very much for the head pat. All right. I think we can go ahead and shut it down for today. Thank you very much for coming. And I will see you all either Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. Have a good night, everyone. Oh, right. We should raid. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Hold on. Let me find a raid target. Let's see who's online.
Oh, I'm running out of blocks.
There's a good one. Right with the box. But let's see. None of my friends are really online. Does anybody have anybody that would be good to raid? Seems to be dry because it's Sunday night. Atom and Evelyn. Let me look at them real quick. Ariel, didn't you leave like 30 minutes ago? I'm just waiting to get through their ad so I can look at them real quick. Do. Oh, whoever that was, thank you. Oh, no, Miss Noko. Noko. While you're here real quick. Noko, it's your credit slide before I raid. We were actually just ending now. I'm getting ready to raid. Why, Timmy? Why, Timmy? Alright, I'm going to cut us over to the ending screen, and then we will raid. Oh, you're right. I will... Is there a way, can I just do /artist? Or does that not work? Nope, okay. I think it's because it only works for emo artists. That's why I just gave you VIP instead. I'll have to look into that. If there's a way for me to manually give you artist. Yes, next screen.